What if the worst thing that's happening to you right now is actually the best thing for your life? It sounds impossible, right? But Buddhist wisdom reveals that even life's most painful moments carry a hidden purpose. The Buddha once said, "Nothing exists entirely alone. Everything is in relation to everything else." This isn't just poetry, it's a doorway into a deeper truth. From a Buddhist perspective, nothing in our lives is random. Every joy, every loss, every unexpected twist is part of an intricate web woven by karma. The law of cause and effect, impermanence, the truth that nothing lasts forever, and interconnectedness. The reality that all things influence each other. In this video, we'll explore why the challenges you face are not life punishing you, but life shaping you. Why each difficulty may be guiding you toward growth, clarity, and even enlightenment. And by the end, you may look at your struggles and realize they're not roadblocks, but stepping stones. So stay with me, because the answer to why me might just change how you see everything happening in your life right now. Before we truly begin, let me remind you, nothing in life is fixed. Every moment is a bridge to the next. And we'll start with the first part of today's video. The law of karma, told through the quiet yet profound ritual of a sand mandala. In Buddhist tradition, monks spend days, sometimes weeks, creating intricate mandalas from colored sand. Every grain is placed with precision, each pattern carrying deep symbolism. People gather to admire its beauty, thinking it will be preserved forever. But when the mandala is complete, the monks do something unexpected. They sweep it away, letting the sand scatter into the wind. Why destroy something so beautiful? Because from the very first grain, they know it will not last. The mandala's purpose is not to remain, but to remind us that all things are impermanent. Life works the same way. Every joy, every hardship, every relationship is like a grain of sand in your own mandala. Meaningful while it's here, but never meant to be held forever. When we cling to the design we've made, we suffer when the wind changes it. But when we release our need to control the pattern, we can appreciate its beauty in the moment it exists. This is karma in motion. The design you see today is the result of the grains you placed yesterday. Your past intentions shape your present, and your present choices create the patterns of your future. If you plant kindness, you'll see harmony emerge. If you plant resentment, you'll find turmoil repeating itself. Letting go doesn't mean detachment from life. It means engaging fully, loving deeply, and still allowing the wind to take the sand when it's time. When we live this way, we carry peace even as life rearranges itself. As we explored in part 1, understanding the law of karma allows us to see life with a wider, more compassionate lens. But knowing the truth is only the first step. To truly find peace, we must learn the art of letting go and trusting the natural flow of life. And that's the next lesson we'll explore in this part of the journey. Letting go doesn't mean giving up or becoming indifferent. It's a conscious decision to release the need to control every outcome. The more we try to force life into our expectations, the more resistance and frustration we create, because life moves according to its own rhythm. There's a Zen saying, "Let go or be dragged." When we hold on too tightly, life pulls us along with unnecessary struggle. But when we loosen our grip and allow things to come and go as they are meant to, the mind begins to rest, patience takes root, and meaning slowly reveals itself. Think about a time when something didn't go according to plan. Maybe you lost a job, a trip was canceled, or an opportunity slipped away. At first it felt painful or disappointing, but later you realized it opened the door to something better than you could have imagined. That's the quiet magic of trusting the flow. When we let go, we stop fighting the current and start moving with it. And sometimes the very waves we once feared are the ones carrying us toward the shore we were always meant to reach. As we learned in part 2, letting go is not about giving up. It's about trusting life's natural rhythm and releasing the need to control every twist and turn. And with that trust comes the clarity to see another profound truth. The next lesson in our journey: everything is impermanent. Seasons change, rivers flow, and even the tallest mountains slowly wear away over time. Impermanence is not just a poetic idea in Buddhism, it is the very heartbeat of existence. Nothing we experience will stay exactly as it is forever. The joy you feel today will transform, and so will the pain. The friendships you cherish will evolve. The challenges you face will eventually fade. Life is an ever-shifting landscape, and when we accept this, something inside us softens. The Buddha once said, "Just as a storm passes, so too will pain. Cling to nothing, for in clinging, suffering arises." Think about it. How often do we suffer not because of what happened, but because we couldn't let go of how we wanted it to be? We replay the moment, wishing it were different, but the moment has already changed. When we embrace impermanence, we stop fighting with reality. We begin to see hardships not as permanent scars, but as passing waves in the vast ocean of life. A failed project becomes a lesson. A broken heart becomes a deeper capacity to love. A moment of loss becomes a quiet space where wisdom can grow. I once knew someone who lost their job unexpectedly. At first, it felt like the end of everything they had worked for. But months later, they found themselves in a new role that not only paid better, but allowed them to live with more freedom and purpose. Looking back, they realized the loss was simply a turning point, a wave that carried them to a shore they couldn't yet see. This is the gift of impermanence. It doesn't just take away, it also gives. It clears what no longer serves us and makes room for what's meant to come. So when you find yourself in the middle of a storm, remember, it will pass. And when it does, you may find the very thing you feared losing was never meant to stay. And what takes its place might be exactly what your soul has been waiting for. The awareness of impermanence naturally opens the door to another profound truth, one that can transform how we see every challenge. Suffering is not here to punish us, but to teach us. Next lesson in this journey: suffering is not a punishment, but a teacher. It's easy to see hardship as life being unfair, but in Buddhism, challenges are the very chisels that shape us. Just like a diamond begins as ordinary carbon, it's the intense pressure over time that transforms it into something rare and luminous. Without pressure, it would remain nothing more than coal. In the same way, without difficulties, we would never develop patience, resilience, or deep understanding. There's a story I once heard about a traveler lost in the desert. Exhausted and frustrated, he cursed his bad luck for losing the path. But what he didn't know was that just over the next ridge, a massive sandstorm was raging. By being delayed, he unknowingly avoided disaster. What seemed like misfortune was actually a silent blessing. Life often works this way. Losing a job can open the door to a career that truly aligns with your values. The end of a relationship can free space for a love that's more authentic. Even illness can awaken us to the preciousness of health and time. Pain has a strange way of stripping away the unnecessary and revealing what really matters. The Buddha taught that suffering is one of the Four Noble Truths. It's an inevitable part of life, but it's also a path to awakening. When we stop resisting it, we can listen to what it's trying to teach us. Sometimes the lesson is patience, sometimes it's humility, and sometimes it's the realization that the very thing we thought we couldn't survive was the thing that made us stronger. So the next time you find yourself in hardship, instead of asking, "Why me?" try asking, "What is this moment here to teach me?" You might discover that your greatest pain is simply your greatest teacher in disguise. As we've journeyed through the lessons of impermanence and the wisdom hidden within suffering, a final truth begins to emerge. The realization that everything happens for a reason. This isn't just a comforting phrase we tell ourselves when life gets hard. It's a way of seeing that nothing in your life is wasted. Every event, whether wrapped in joy or pain, carries a message meant for you. Life is like a vast tapestry. Up close, all we see are random threads, some dark, some bright, and it's easy to believe they don't connect. But step back, and those threads form a pattern, revealing that the darkest strands often give depth to the most beautiful parts of the design. Think about a moment in your past that felt like pure misfortune. Maybe a door slammed shut, a plan fell apart, or someone you loved walked away. At the time, it may have felt like the end. But looking back now, can you see how it pushed you toward a new path, a new opportunity, or even a new version of yourself? There's a story of a traveler who missed his train and cursed his luck. Hours later, he learned that train had derailed. What seemed like bad fortune had quietly saved his life. Life works in this mysterious way, protecting us, guiding us, even when we can't yet see the bigger picture. So when life throws the unexpected your way, instead of asking, "Why me?" try asking, What might this be preparing me for? You may not understand the reason today, but trust that one day it will make sense, and that every step, every delay, every detour is leading you exactly where you need to be. In the quiet spaces between life's storms, there is always a whisper, a reminder that every trial, every delay, every heartbreak is part of a greater design. The question is not why me, but what is life shaping within me right now? Perhaps it's patience, perhaps it's courage, perhaps it's the wisdom to finally let go. Every challenge you face is a stepping stone, not away from your purpose, but toward it. Even the pain you carry now may be the very soil from which your greatest growth will bloom. Trust that the unseen hands of karma and impermanence are guiding you toward the lessons your soul came here to learn. So as you walk forward from this moment, breathe deeply. Carry your hardships as teachers, not enemies. And remember, life is not happening to you. It's happening for you. If this message has touched your heart, I invite you to take a moment to share one insight or feeling you're carrying right now in the comments below. Your words may be the light someone else needs today. Subscribe to this channel for more Buddhist wisdom, more stories, and more moments that will help you live with clarity, purpose, and peace. And until we meet in the next video, may you walk gently, trust deeply, and know you are exactly where you need to be.